Hey YouTubers, Mike Borders with the Mike Borders channel. Thank you for watching. Behind me is Sub-Zero refrigerator 650 S2 model. And in this video, I want to give you a couple tips to take into consideration prior to removing the refrigerator from the actual enclosure. A few basic tools that you will need: Phillips screwdriver, a ratchet, an extension, 8mm socket, and 9/16 socket. The very first thing is the obvious, the food inside the refrigerator. In the event that your refrigerator has completely failed and you are faced with the fact that you won't get a brand new refrigerator today, or maybe not even tomorrow or the next day, let's just say it's 3 or 4 days from now. Unfortunately, chances are the food in the refrigerator will go bad if you don't eat it. In our case, our Sub-Zero refrigerator still works. We are just replacing it with an LG refrigerator. So what we have done is plugged in the LG refrigerator and allowed it to run for about 3 to 4 hours to allow it to cool down. And we are going to shift all the food in our Sub-Zero refrigerator around the corner to our brand new LG refrigerator. After you do that, before even thinking about moving this Sub-Zero refrigerator, they are extremely heavy. They are so heavy and inconvenient to move that most moving companies will not remove or help you remove a Sub-Zero refrigerator from the enclosure that your new refrigerator will go. They will just drop it off and throw it inside your house and say, have a good day, which is what happened with us. So again, before even moving it, lay cardboard and create the path that this refrigerator will travel to the exit point of your home. So we have laid this cardboard all the way If you have hardwood floors, it is a very good possibility that the weight of this refrigerator will leave several scratches along its route. And if you have tile, the weight of this refrigerator might crack some of those tiles, and that is not good. You do not want that. Now let's direct our attention to the top portion. That is the vent. And behind that vent are several moving parts, one of which is your condenser. Most people remove this vent cover. And the way to do that, on the back side, it is held on by springs, one spring on the top and lower of each side, so 4 springs total. Again, this is the 650 S2 model. Yours might be different. To gain access to those springs, carefully pull the vent forward. You can reach your hand around the vent and remove each spring. After removing that ventilation plate, you're going to see what type of access and clearance you have on the top portion. After that, let's talk about the door. This is an extremely heavy door, and in most cases, people either removing or installing Sub-Zero refrigerators do it without the door actually connected to the fridge, because again, it is very heavy. With that said, the first thing I want to point out, again, this ventilation plate will be removed. You will get access to a couple screws that you will need here. Once you remove those, you will open the refrigerator, and on the very bottom portion is an additional Phillips screw. Once you remove that, as well as everything inside the refrigerator door, all you will do is shift this door up and out of the actual socket that it rests in. And after you do that, set that door aside, preferably in a location that it is not in the route that the refrigerator will travel to exit the house. After you do that, let's direct our attention to the freezer. And all I recommend with the freezer, again, that is heavy as well. So make sure you take all of your food out of the freezer, and what you can do is remove that entire freezer bin. And removing this is no different from removing a dresser drawer. It will roll back on its little wheels, and the bottom portion, as you get it all the way out, just by lifting it slightly and continuing to pull it back, the wheels will slide right out of the grooves. After you do that, set that freezer compartment out of the way and not in the exit route that the refrigerator will travel. After completing these few steps, your Sub-Zero refrigerator will be a lot lighter and a lot more convenient to remove. The last thing I want to point out, on the back side, there's 2 things. Number 1, your power cord that goes into the outlet. As you pull the actual refrigerator out of the enclosure, keep in mind that you will also have to unplug it from the outlet. And the second thing, just as important, is your water line that goes into the refrigerator and provides water to the filtration system for your drinking water, and also provides water for your ice maker inside your freezer to make the ice cubes. You will have to remove that, and it is very important that you shut off all the water to your house to alleviate any leaks. That's it. I hope the video helped. Do me a huge favor, press that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on your YouTube notifications. Once you do that, every video we upload, you will be notified. You will be able to stay up to date with us, and that would be awesome. Thanks again. See you at the next video.